What's up guys, Shouri here, and today I have an interview with Qanny YouTube and his cheating in this game. So I exposed him in a video with some other people about how they were boosting to get their ranks up by playing on a separate phone and then just going and killing those people. And T3 looked into it and determined Qanny was cheating, and he was willing to do an interview and explain his side of things. He explains his reasoning and talks about everything. Please hear him out and listen to what he's got to say and make your own determination of what things are, and feel free to say your piece in the comments. No one harass him though. That is something that should never happen, and just don't do it. But this is me telling him he can skip over any question that he doesn't feel comfortable answering, but to his credit, he did not skip over anything. From here on, I'll read out everything, so don't worry, you don't have to read anything. What I said was, I think the best thing is for you to explain what happened to you punishment-wise, and we can get that out of the way. Qanny said, so around 3:30 on Tuesday, I got a message from Gordo, one of the devs, and he pretty much said he's received several reports on my account of late, and they had to do an investigation. They found out that the C account and my main were from the same IP address, and watching your video and their server logs saying so, they came to a conclusion I was trophy boosting. I then asked him, did you do it? And he said yes. I then say, thank you for being honest. That takes a lot of courage to say, and the biggest thing people want to know is, why did you do it? The reason some people had a hard time believing you did it is you're a very good player. And he answered, well, during my encounter with Pones last trophy season and early this current trophy season, and me also reporting him, in parentheses, I was legit at that time, I noticed one thing, and that was it was always on my servers, which is EU. The matches we played was lag-free, but obviously I always lost to him. And it pissed me off because I was also trying to make it to the #1 Ruby again to update my channel description. So I have a second device which usually used to access the Chinese version of the game and to make a video on the upcoming stuff. So I decided to download the global version and created the C account, leveled it up to unlock free-for-all, and I tried it. I won my first 5 matches, and they were all on EU servers, and like a drug, I got addicted to it. Before I could get Asian servers always, and play on 200 and sometimes up to 1,000 MS, and it sucked, and being able to be on my server felt good, but still messed up. And that's the reason why. Next I say, everyone who plays can empathize with playing on a server giving you 300 ping and it driving you nuts. Definitely just absolutely drives me crazy when it happens to me, so I definitely get it. It's still no excuse for cheating. And he replied, yeah, it's like you try your best in those matches, but the ping is only obstacle. Due to the ping, I've raged and destroyed my iPad and even my second phone. That's what's going around in the background, and I'll show you the full thing later, don't worry. To be clear, you never boosted before this trophy season, and remember, people seeing this, and if anyone saw you, they will report you and also tell me. And guys, do that, because I'm going to expose him again, and he knows this, so if that happens, we need to know. Because I think he should get a second chance. He's young, and that should be taken into account, and if he does right, I think that we should give him a second chance. But he said no, he only did it in this current season, and that's the only time he ever trusted boosted. And then he asked if I wanted to see pictures of his raging, and I told him I believed him, and everyone has told me he's gotten this legit multiple times before, and all of his content's legit. So that is the good thing, and why I think he should get a second chance. So I told him I'll show him the pictures, and this is that. He absolutely destroyed these. He ends up only being 20 years old, guys. And destroying these things, it obviously upset him a lot with the lag. And he even admits he made a terrible decision, and I think it was a really dumb and bad decision. But I think you should have a path to forgiveness in life for even the dumbest of things, especially when you're young. you can make really bad choices. And if he doesn't do it again, and he's a great player and makes good content, then he didn't do anything like hacking or anything, and I just think maybe we should give him another shot. Just listen to the rest of the things he says, though, and you make your own decisions, and let me know in the comments. So, I told him that he should just play in private matches with other people, and he said that that's mostly pro players, and he's not a pro player. Just a guy grinding content. But I've played a few scrims, but I guess I just wanted to reach an overall new trophy milestone, and that's why I just grind FFA always. That's what I do, and it's really understandable because it's the easiest way, especially without having to play with a team or do some really hard stuff, which is why I like to do it. I'm a month late to the game, so I need those FFA grinds. And then he said he's getting his iPad replaced soon, so he'll be careful this time and place more private matches. And I asked him, what consequences have T3 given you? And to T3's credit, he says, I was kicked out of the content creator program and with immediate effect, but because this is my first offense, they let me keep my main account. But he could have been permanently banned, and that's why none of you should do this, because as much as people say it's exploiting a rule and they should fix it, which they should, you can get banned. They do consider this cheating, as do I, but it is the lowest form of cheating, so I see how people could misunderstand that. But trust me, they can get banned. And this next part is why I'm advocating for him to have another chance. The first thing that you told me when you were banned wasn't that T3 banned you and it was my fault, but instead to keep going to make this community safe. And that right there shows me that he loves this game a lot, and he didn't really feel ill will towards me exposing him, and he thinks I did the right thing. And that actually means something to me, and I don't know if it does to you guys. It's really your decision. And then he also said he felt like my video was a personal attack on him when it came out, and that he's sorry for doing that, and forgive him, obviously. And it was a terrible situation, and any kid that's in that situation is gonna not know what to do. And the reason I point that out is because he did defend himself in the comments of my video, which, I mean, I would too, I guess. Like, I wouldn't have done this, but, I mean, when I was younger, who knows? And so I just wanted to point that out. And he's a 20-year-old, and I think that you made a bad decision. But you apologized to me and then showed you care about the game 1 minute after finding out you weren't a partner creator anymore. That to me shows you 1, love T3 in the community, and 2, you are someone who can grow and have this be a learning experience and not something that needs to define the rest of his life or his YouTube career. This can be something he grows from, guys. And if he proves that everyone can trust him in the future, and he's got to earn this. This shouldn't be something you should forgive him instantly and just let him off the hook. You should keep on him about, hey, making sure that you're watching his videos and, doing the right thing. If you liked his content before, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But I don't think we should write this guy off. And then Qanny said, thanks, I appreciate that. If I could go back in time and delete the thought of trying the Pwns method, I would have. But I got caught in the best game experience I had had in a long time, and it sucked me in. Even though I got that good experience by doing something bad. Something I tried to end by reporting. For that, I'm sorry to the devs especially, if they know me since the beta, and I was amongst the first set of content creators sected. In a way, I broke their trust. That's why they probably defended me before your video was public. And to be fair to the devs, they had no idea that he was cheating, and they did end up investigating it and found that he was, so to their credit, they did do a further investigation, and they never told me to edit anything out or that I shouldn't post the video. So even though they did defend him, they did not say that I couldn't post it and told me I can. And then I say, the last important question that needs to be answered by you is, how can we be sure you won't do this again? And then he says, well, I've disappointed myself and some important people who went there to defend me, and I feel really bad. And I wouldn't want to do that again. And then I say, do you agree that if anyone sends me proof of you cheating in the future, that I will make a Qanny exposed video out of it, which I totally will. I don't normally make this kind of content, guys. It's mostly tutorials and other fun type of videos about doing cool, neat things. It's not about this crap, but, I mean, when I find things like this, I make it if I have to. And he agrees 100%. And then I told him I'll be super mad, by the way. I like to make tutorials and gameplay commentary videos, lol. And then he said, yeah, it will be understandable. And I told him I've only exposed people cheating in 3 of my 500 plus videos and not to make it 4. Because I'm serious, I really don't want to make another one of these videos. And then he said, yeah, he feels really bad about this, so he definitely doesn't want to go through it again. And he won't, he promised, which is very good, because again, not doing this again. But I will, I mean, I just don't want to. And then I asked him, is there anything else you want to say to anyone still watching at this point of the video? He said, to the devs, I'm sorry. To those who defended me in the comments of the exposed video, I'm sorry. To the RPG clan, I am sorry. I barred your name to my in-game name, and now you may get some backlash, but I want everyone to know they did not know about this. And no one else knew about this, so no one else should get any insults to the RBG team and should be directed to him. And no, you shouldn't do that. That's stupid and just shitty. Don't do that. And he honestly feels bad and he doesn't plan on doing it again, which is great because I don't want to have to make another one of these. And then I dropped a bombshell. Wait, you didn't apologize for the most important thing, and you should be sorry for it. Bro. And he just didn't know what I was talking about. So I explained. I got my 3 points instead of 5 that game. I lost 2 points. Why are you not apologizing profusely for how you screwed me? Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think he did a great job, and I think we should forgive him. Or at least let him show us that he's not going to do something stupid again, and let him earn that forgiveness. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.